The joy of sitting in one's own presence. See, it can be easily misinterpreted by sitting in one's own ego, meaning there's a mind present, and the thoughts are about the importance of who I am and what I perceive and what I know. Sitting in one's own presence means there's no mind. There's no idea of what I is. So the mind will do anything, everything in its it will not stop in its survival. And when the mind, your mind, any mind, my mind, when this mind takes on board words, meanings, intelligence, etc., etc., it says inwardly, I know what presence is. It means now. And in our time-based world, it's the second now. Oh, and that second's gone. So that second that I said now is no longer here. So this second is now. And this second now. And this second now. And this second now. And now. That's presence. Presence is where there is no seconds. See? No time. No understanding, no knowing about now. With a mind that is vacant. And you say, what worth is life when the mind is vacant? The only thing we have to measure enlightenment with is deep sleep. Because the understanding that there is no mind, I get it in deep sleep because I don't know who I am, where I am, whose bed I'm in, what house I'm in. I don't know anything about that. So that must be what enlightenment is like. So therefore I don't want it. You see, I don't want to be walking around with my eyes closed. Walking around with my ears covered. Walking around snoring. Not knowing what's going on in the world, not knowing where my clothes are or my car is. I don't want that, you see. Well, deep sleep, yes, is where the mind, and unless you're in a dream state, which we all have had as dreams in our deep sleep, but if that dreams go, there's no mind. But there's also, and what the mind fails to promote, because like I say, mind doesn't want to promote anything that will cause an end to its appearing act, you know. In deep sleep, where is the perception of that what is around you? Where is the emotions, the sensory activities that is around you, you see? So the emotional body in deep sleep closes down. The brain closes down. The mind closes down. Everything closes down. Enlightenment, only mind closes down. The sensory experience of seeing a space between 4 leaves on a tree. Wow. It's like seeing a new planet. What do you mean a space between 4 leaves is the same as a new planet? How foolish are you? Well, the fact is you've never seen the space between the 4 leaves before. just like you've never seen the new planet before. But your idea is that intelligence and ego brings things up to say the planet is a colossal thing to know. I mean, imagine seeing a new planet. I mean, that means you're so intelligent, that means you're so able. A space between four leaves? What the hell? You can see that any day of the light. How many times have you seen a space between the leaves then? You ask that one. Never. Why would I waste my time looking? I know it's there. See, that's the clue. I know it's there. I'm not going to waste my time on this life and this planet. I know it's here. So I'm going to look for other planets. I mean, where is the psychological connection and relationship to your emotional sensory body that is driven by the reflections of the sun on the lake? It's driven by the sun appearing and disappearing down the horizon. Yeah, but I get that every now and then. That's okay, you know. But I know it's always there, you see. And then you're on your deathbed in the last breath, and someone says, if you had another month to live, what would you do? I would just walk around and actually look at what is around me with deep insight, with deep connection. Because it feels like in my 70 years I missed that. I was always looking for hope, future, belief, afterlife. And I'm going to miss that opportunity again, to just see life as it is. Well, presence is to see life as it is. And we also have a mind that can wake itself out of that presence and say, oh, well, that was nice. That was enjoyable. And then you walk along whistling. How did you spend your day? Your friend says, oh, I was just looking at the space between the four leaves and the ripples on the lake and the grass blowing, you know, and the clouds just, you know, merging into one, and the blue sky just opening up, and the trees just, you know, the branches seem to extend, and you look around and your friend's gone, you know. Oh, where did he go? Getting the hell away from that one. That one's fucked up, you know. He's looking at all this stuff. The beauty is waking up for presence and saying there was no one home. There was no I home. There was no me home. But the wakening up for presence is an opportunity to say, yeah, I'm also able to wake up from enlightenment. You see, life is an ongoing awakening. You think enlightenment is the end? You think that's it? I'm an angel now? Enlightenment is the end towards the beginning. Awakening. When you wake up from deep sleep, it's the end of deep sleep towards the beginning of this opportunity to just be present. I'm not going to elongate this talk. It's too much time to be present.